I think I'm doing a good thing by bringing a spare battery out to Doug. And I did do a good thing. It's just that
She never called when she was leaving to be informed that there's 2 different size batteries. One is small and one is a little bit smaller. You thought I was going to say bigger, didn't you? Oh, well.
yes, I was.
People don't need to see the days that I have.
I bet you they'd like to see
It was
all the
something
mud that
it
you're
was-
scraping.
It was something to see.
You think there'll be more mud to scrape?
I have a feeling if I could only take them out and show them, but the battery is dead.
Maybe you just take my camera and show them. Or
You could just walk down there.
Oh, it's too muddy.
You got
for my,
your big
Oh,
mud shoes on?
I got my nice cute shoes on.
Well, I'd recommend not going out there then because you're going to get muddy. Well, A for effort. What are we doing with this?
It's a disinfectant spray that's made out of essential oils.
What are we disinfecting now?
Well,
Is it coming back? The
What?
disease is back?
oh, no. No, I just,
Look at all
well-
the stuff you have back here.
shall I finish my thought?
Yeah, you can. Do I have time?
How
for
can I
you to-
say this in a, not a disrespectful way of, yeah.
I don't have time. For
I
it.
just know that that the loft at the shop is where the men are staying. And there's an additional one coming today.
Yeah.
And I thought I should spritz the air out of it.
You gotta spritz the air. There's nothing the
just-
matter up there.
No, there isn't.
Right.
That's true. Because when I went up there, I was like, well, I don't know. But as long as I brought it with, I just sprayed. You need some spritzy?
No, I don't need to be spritzed.
It smells like cinnamon. Cloves, maybe? Oh, I got it on
Neither
the mirror.
do I like. Oh yeah. Spritz the rear view mirror. Excellent idea.
Are you in a hurry?
It's harvest.
Are you taking this back?
Well,
Are you
I
going back
suppose
to the
I.
shop?
Yeah. Oh, you
So-
aren't going? I thought you had
was
to
going home.
spritz the shop.
I did already.
Oh, you're. Oh.
Had to change some bedding and
Yeah. What do
spruce
other?
up the couple of areas.
It's November, and we're sitting in a car on a driveway talking about spritzing the upper.
It's not November.
Oh, it feels like November. Although I'm in a
Feels
short
more
sleeve
like August.
shirt.
September?
Feels like
beautiful weather.
retirement weather. How about that?
When?
Only 15 more years of joy.
Really?
I don't know.
I better let you go.
I'm leaving now?
I'll have to add to it later.
Kicking me out.
Well, you're the
Well-
one that... You taking my purse with you?
I should.
What are you doing? You're gonna dump it out.
Don't. Oh, it's upside
Oh.
down. What kind of rag bag you got here?
I'm supposed to zip it shut,
Good
and I just
night,
always
mother.
in such a...
It's like an old camel hide. Yeah, there's some stuff that fell out. I can see it down there. Well, I'm going to let you go. Enjoy cleaning out the area between the seat. That's always a fun place. Did everybody notice my short sleeve shirt, which protrudes through past the other shirt?
It's maybe the stove.
Well, it's style now. I just made it style. Okay,
See ya, honey.
See ya.
Bye.
Here's your camel hide back.
Thank you.
Hello. Different change of view.
Yes. And since your father is like, I'm too busy to talk, I decided, well, let's see how close these guys are.
He gets the job that I get in the spring. This is like my vacation mode. It's still stressful, but it's much less stressful than what he's doing.
Running around all
The
over.
gopher man doing everything. And expected to do everything twice as fast than what's even humanly possible. A job I'm all too familiar with.
Well, yeah, you are that person, aren't you?
Springtime, that's my job. Fall time, Dad knows the bend site really well, so he just takes care of that, and then when stuff breaks, he gets to take care of that too. And now that it's muddy, he gets to clean the mud off the road on top of all of his other jobs.
Well, I was gonna bring him the GoPro, and then I brought the raw. I didn't know there was 2-size batteries, and he was
He was doing his third job.
right. He was gonna like show them the scraping of the mud, so then the tractor with the scraper was sitting there, and he had jumped into the shop truck, so I don't know where he was headed next.
Well, that needed to be filled with fuel because we drained that this morning, so that was another thing added to his list.
Okay.
And then the DEF tank is empty, so he gets to get a new DEF tank out of the shed so that he can fill the DEF tank on the trailer, so that we can fill the DEF tanks on the tractor. It's a lot going on for something so simple.
A lot of depth. Now, what I've noticed in this field, quite a bit different than the last time I rode with you. The yield must be better because this is like twice as tall.
This is definitely the best corn that I've maybe combined, maybe in my life.
Really?
I've been out here one time before, and it was in this exact field that it was unbelievable. And we were in much smaller combines at the time. It was like a 2.8 mile per hour operation. Now these are bigger combines, so we can go 4.1 to 4.5. But it is by far a major blessing for what we expected, like all around this whole season. We've had a couple of fields. I wouldn't say fall in the disappointed category, but what we expected. And everything else has been far surpassed our expectations, and this one is like up there with the all-time record field yields out of every year. And how that's possible when it don't rain is beyond me, but we'll take it as a major blessing and start hauling it to town because our grain bins are full.
This is a good problem.
Yeah, it's
What a beautiful view you have here in this field. I suppose
Yes.
you'd like to see what you're doing.
This is another lakeshore property field, so
Neat.
what comes with that's a nice view, but also missed the cart.
Did I miss it?
No, I did.
Oh.
He was backing up, and I did something I shouldn't have done. But you know what happens? You can't win every time.
You sure could try. I like winning every time, but
So this is
you can't.
This is a fun fact. I don't think you were with when this is one that you and Dad own, and his brother and my uncle and his wife own together. And this used to be all CRP actually that we're harvesting right now, and it was
Really?
a very ugly field. Like honestly, we were made fun of for buying it because it was literally that bad. And we turned around and did major improvements and picked a lot of rocks and
I remember.
tore trees down
Trees,
and
yeah.
totally remodeled the whole farm. But I'll never forget, it was the most beautiful night. It's like you're ever selling a piece of your house, say your house, your lake property, and it's just the most amazing night ever. And then sunset, we walked up over the hill and seen that lake there and the grass and the pheasants and the deer were running around, and it was just like, wow, this is amazing. And now it's an amazing view over a cornfield, which is an amazing view to me, for better than watching the wildlife that loves to eat all of our crops that we work so hard for.
Well, and you earlier said this is like one of the best fields, so isn't that cool? I know that you guys really do thrive on that, on improving.
See, that's the number one goal.
Always it is for you. Whether it's your own or a landlord's property, that's how your dad has always rolled, and
Well,
his
if you
brother
don't-
and you. I mean, it's just my arm's gonna leak.
You don't improve the land, how do you ever expect to improve your farm in general? Profitability and everything.
And you know I like profitability. I'm all over that.
That's all she cares about, you know. I just like my...
What else
just like big yields,
I do. Oh, I do too.
which is just out of our control on a year like this, which, like I'll say again, we are very blessed. And I hope that everyone else in the neighborhood is also being very
I
blessed.
do too. I do too. Was it on Sunday, I think, when your dad, when was that? I don't know where we were. Must have been on our way to 775 for supper. Our favorite local restaurant. Well, not actually my favorite, your dad's.
I'm not going to comment on it.
There's some unruly hunters in there, by the way. Really unruly. Waitress and him about went outside, I think.
Oh boy.
But anyway, but he was talking about how he is also fascinated by the yield end. He just went back to the way the corn plant is designed and the leaves and how the Lord designed it, with the rain just gets directed right down to the root. Even the 1/10 or 2/10 that some of these fields got. And he said right down the middle of the rows
Corn
would be
is-
dry, would be totally dry, but right around the plant it would be wet. He said, cool.
Corn is probably the best plant that I've personally ever seen that is the best at doing that, but really all trees, everything, the leaves are there to not only, well, obviously collect sunlight and do whatever they do, but also to catch rain when it's coming sideways to direct it down, from my understanding.
Couldn't design it much better.
Nope.
There you go. It's pretty great. I didn't bring my little extender thing, which really does help, by the way, with the whole holding this phone with
The
the weird
selfie
arm.
stick.
That thing.
Selfie stick.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Back in the day, you missed your old. Oh, you didn't miss your old.
I missed some?
No. Baby's eyes.
No. This machine and myself, this has been my machine for, I've put 1,200 hours on it. Not this year, but in life, me and it just
Used to
are
and it.
meshed together.
You are one.
We know each other very well. When one gets mad, they both get mad.
Believe it. I do believe it.
Yeah. This is pretty easy though. Just sit back and watch the corn stalks
I
get
like
ripped.
your feet. Against the,
Yeah, the footprints.
you know, that's kind of against the rules.
Well,
That'd be in your Dougo rule book. Do not touch feet on any glass ever.
if you expect me to sit in here for 14 to 16 hours a day, that rule gets broken. I gotta stretch out. I'm not a small human. Well, I am a small human, but I'm a tall, long human.
Long wigs.
So I gotta have my room.
So I just use your lunchbox.
Yep. I also have used that and got mud all over the top. That hopefully Jane will clean for me.
Oh, she will. Say, did she know that she could put lunchbox in the dishwasher? I do.
I don't know. You'll
I'll
have to
have to
mention it.
I will tell her that. And at the bridal shower, she got 2 new crock pots.
Oh boy.
The other,
She's been into that new kick. It's exciting to her
she
when
likes
she's
it.
most of the wives or women get pretty burnt out of it year after year, bringing food to the farm for all the hired guys, which we all very much appreciate, getting out of the field and having a warm supper. That's a pop can.
Oh,
But now she's got exciting. She's always calling me. What do you think? What do all the guys think? You want? But she's never really done very many crock pot meals before.
right. So she's asked me a couple questions, but she's trying new stuff. It's so exciting. And then, yeah, when she opened up the gifts and somebody said, oh, I didn't, you know, it was like a duplicate gift. And one lady said, oh, I feel bad that she got 2 of those. I said, oh no, this is a good thing because you send one crock pot and it takes a couple days to get your crock pot back. So I'm like, she's happy about it.
It all depends on which is the best food there. Sometimes it doesn't even feed everyone because everyone goes nuts on the best meal and then I don't even get any of it.
I didn't get any of Jane's scalp potatoes and ham.
I didn't even get to try it. He's like, is it good? I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? I said, it must have been good because it was gone before I even got there.
That's what your dad said. I said, please save me a bowl. She wants me to try it. Oh, I said, there's another one. I was going to try it. Well, she's going to have to make it again. So, and what's cool about it is she found a recipe to use that doesn't have dairy.
Yeah.
So, yay.
She wouldn't even have had to because nor you or me doesn't even say.
Even got any. Huh.
But to be honest with you, that whole scum potato thing, I'm not much of a fan of it. So I'm not saying it wasn't good or wouldn't have been good, but I don't know. It's never been that big a fan of that. The roast, though, no. I make those every day, honey. Every day.
All right. Well, we can let these guys go.
Yeah.
Thanks
we
for
can end
having
the
me.
video
This
as
is
we're
like
ending the field, the last 12.
pretty great. I love corn harvest.
You and me both.
Just so satisfying when you drive, even just across, driving to town or whatever, and it just looks so great when it's all off the land. And then the next cool thing is when the diggers, I always say the diggers, the tillage has gone through. Yep.
Then it's the end of the season and you get ready to start all over. After the freezing and moving copious amounts of snowfall.
And a little bit of sadness because what you worked for all year is over very quickly.
Yeah, you always look forward to getting to the field, seeing what you got, what you're going to get, what you're going to have. And then it's over in a month or less, or depends on. This year's going to be over a month due to the rain delays and the
Yeah.
struggles we've been battling. But for the most part, it's been going okay, but it's just going to take longer.
I definitely thought you'd be done by your birthday this year because this summer was so dry. And that has happened. October 23rd.
Ain't going to happen this year.
I don't, that's next week.
I need a couple more combines, grain carts, trucks, and then sites to make that happen.
Good stuff.
Alrighty. Well, last 12, so you have an end signature?
I don't.
No.
You do the hat thing. What should I do?
I don't know, whatever floats your boat.
I always just say, thanks for joining me. See ya. That's what I usually do. It's kind of dirty. I really have no plan. Have you noticed?
Does
Yeah.
anyone ever have a plan? I don't.
Well, no. Very, very random, very... Sometimes I think, what is there to vlog about my life? I cook meals, clean, do laundry, do bookkeeping, do the same over and over. But I suppose you guys kind of do the same things. It's just a little more exciting.
Yeah, and then I gotta try and come up with new content for YouTube when this is what I do for 14 hours a day. Oh, look at another corn plant. Let's talk about that one. Oh, that one's tall. That's a weird one. We should talk about that one.
I gotta get this stuff. Here she goes. Meets Eric.
Another check mark.
There you go. Now you can end it. How you
All
end
right,
it.
guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for Mom, and
Oh.
thanks for supporting her
Oh, that
and
looks
us,
nice.
all of us, as we dump off a load of corn. See you guys.